Welcome back. We're going to be doing a pick a card reading. I'm just finishing the piles. I want you to concentrate on what's going on with an enemy and pick a pile that you feel most called to. All right. All right. So these are some things that I don't know, I feel called to put out here to pick the piles. All right. The things that I channeled as I was pulling these cards is miracle. This energy over here is giving me the word miracle. The energy from this one is saying moved on. And the energy here is saying evolved. Okay, so evolved, moved on, miracle. That's just the vibe I was getting with each pile. The peacock feather, I think, symbolizes the third eye and psychic abilities. I think it represents power and beauty. And notice how this peacock feather is like cut right here. I didn't notice that till just now, but I feel like someone's power got stripped, cut, and damaged by this enemy here. And they were beautiful and they were evolving. And I feel like this enemy was very jealous. Kind of like you had the evil eye on you. There was a lot of narcissism and jealousy. And I think your intuition was telling you this, but you chose not to listen to it. With this one here, I kind of feel like sometimes we could be our own worst enemy. I also feel like time is our own worst enemy. So time and ourselves, and in this pile, it's just a lot of wasted time, it feels like. Frustration about that, and so much that you could have done. So sometimes we can get on our own way. So I kind of felt that here. And here I'm really getting this, light this bitch on fire. Like this situation just had to get burned. Maybe you got burned. I definitely am picking up that energy. You got burned by this enemy. Like they burned you here. So the representation of the lighter to me is just, obviously, it's up in flames. I also get the energy that there's still a light, a flame lit for this partner or this person or this enemy. Like there's still passion here. There's still attraction, but it's not very big. Like it's dwindled, and it's hard to relight. Okay, so I feel like they burn this out. They burned you out. There's definitely an energy of feeling burned out over here. And the color purple representing the crown chakra, which is why I think I'm getting that word evolved. So evolution took hold of the situation, and maybe somebody outgrew somebody. Just spiritually, emotionally, mentally. Maybe you outgrew this situation. I don't know, but that's what I'm picking up here. So you guys go ahead and pick the pile that best represents your situation. For your enemy. If you have more than one enemy, then by all means pick a pile for what represents each enemy. I feel like wherever you're drawn first, your first initial instinct is where you need to go. In my opinion, as a psychic, just go towards what you're drawn to immediately. that's where your spirit's trying to take you. When you concentrate too much on something, you're trying to get a message. Just go to the first initial, what's drawn your eye. All right. That being said, I want to start with mentioning I will be doing a lightning round at the end of this video. It is $15 a card. I recommend 2 to 3 to get a better message, but it's up to you and yourself financially. I can definitely use your donations and support for this channel. I'd appreciate it, and I bet you could use some advice. So it's super affordable, 15 minutes at the end of this video, lightning round. You can do it now ahead of time for the lightning round at the end and be the first person, or you can wait till the lightning round, but it's on my Cash App or my website in donation, and that's where you can go to get a reading tonight. All right, so let's start with the bottom of the deck. I want to show you guys what I had pulled just overall for everybody. This is just a general collective one. We have the Hanged Man in reverse. And in this deck, it is the Patient Witch. Learn to get comfortable with sitting still whenever necessary. I feel like obviously when it's reverse, there's a lot of antsy energy and anxiety. And it's not being able to see something clearly. And the universe is trying to get your attention. So I feel like there's a lot of signs, synchronicities, symbols, and messages you shouldn't miss. You're going to notice all kinds of spiritual little things, maybe pennies on the floor, maybe feathers, butterflies, certain types of animals, numbers on the screen or wherever you go, just little things to catch your attention, even simple words that just pop up here and there that catch your attention. But I think those are signs from the universe trying to get your attention about where you're headed. And listen, sometimes signs can mean you're on the right track, but sometimes, and I think most of the time, they're red flags. And it means stop, think about where you're headed. Kind of like the dog barking at the fool when he's ready to jump over the cliff. So if you are seeing, symbols, synchronicities, if you're seeing signs, this is a time for you to stop, meditate, and think about where you're headed, whether it's into an argument, a separation, a new place to live, any kind of path that you're headed. If you are getting signs to stop, heed them, heed their warnings. I would think of them as a red flag. Bottom of the deck for the tarot is 7 of Swords. So collectively, we are dealing with an enemy that is a liar, obviously a sneak, a manipulator, and maybe even a thief. Someone that has taken what was rightfully yours. It was given to you, you bought it, you earned it, you made it, you created it, it was meant for you, whatever it is, something was stolen from you. And they're looking back, and guess what? Your enemy knows they did you wrong. And at the very least, this person knows they lied about you, knows they deceived people about you, and has even tried to gaslight you. And don't think that they don't know. Like, oh, I didn't know I was doing that. I really believed this. No, they knew and they know. They're doing these things on purpose. And so, yes, you're dealing with this sneaky snake. And bottom of the deck for the other one is change is going to come. That's probably a breath of fresh air for everybody. Peace is coming, change is coming very soon. A lot of you guys within days, change is going to show up in your life. A lot of you guys are getting some little light bulb moments, a lot of ideas to change your life. Again, red flags. Listen to these crazy ideas. Ideas that can help your business flourish, grow. Trust the timing when you want to advertise. Trust when you want to apply for that job. Just trust all of those things and just know that this is what you've been praying for. And the other one, be you. To avoid criticism, do nothing, say nothing, be nothing. I don't think any of us would like to say we'd like to be nothing, like most of us. But you know one thing that bugs me with people, and even myself at times? People pleasing. What about people online that say, oh, let me change the message so it fits everybody? Let me not say the truth, because I don't want to upset anybody. I don't want to ruffle any feathers. There's one thing that I will be honest about, because I teach tarot. And that class is available on my website if you're interested, by the way. Very in-depth class. One of the only classes that will teach you reverse and upright tarot. Anyways. Yes, there is a sex preference to the tarot cards. They are not gender fluid. Can they be? Yes, they can. Why would they be gender fluid? Well, if a female feels like a male and personifies themselves as a male, they would come across male. So yes, that can apply to someone like that. But the tarot cards are not non-binary. They do have a sex preference. Same with a male. If he personifies as a female and, chooses to live, dress, and act like a female, the cards may come up with a queen or an empress and bring up that female energy. But it is female. There is no, it could be either or. You know what I'm saying? Like, do you understand the aura, the personification of a human? How they can come off either masculine and feminine. In the spiritual realm, it is one of two. There's not 3 or 4 or 5 or 10 or anything else. There's just two. And that is with the creation of this world. That is with the flowers, the magnets, the energy. Everything is positive or negative. It is either charged or released. Anyways, it gives or it receives. That's the only way it will go. And so, anyways, I think that's one of the things that kind of get me on social media with tarot. A lot of people tend to people please, and they say that, even for some readers that I love very much, and they'll say, we don't do sexes here. Sex is fluid. The energy's fluid. We don't have sexual preference here, They at least warn us ahead of time, but it means they don't want to upset you. They want as many people to tune in as possible, and as many people to buy as possible, and listen and like and watch and view as possible. So that obviously avoids criticism. And they're not standing up for very much. They're not being 100%. They know, they should know what the tarot cards mean, but they don't. So I'm using that as an example. Don't be one of those people. Stand up for what the truth is, because that's the truth. If you don't stand up and speak up and use your voice, you'll be nothing. So this here is saying, be you. Like, you're going to be criticized. And that's okay. You will be criticized. Learn to accept that. You're not going to please everyone. You're not going to make everybody happy. Everyone's not going to come in the room and have a thumbs up. But hopefully for a majority of your viewers, most of them will. Jack Wolf, basic quantum physics, 2 forces, attractive and repulsive, as above, so below. Exactly. It's not fluid. It's not multi-anything. It is one or the other. So, I don't know. I just feel like there's something coming up with this, which is about being real and being genuine, and don't be afraid to be real and genuine. So anyways, that's bottom of the deck that's coming out for you. Maybe that message means something for you. Maybe it doesn't. If you feel like you have been victim to people pleasing, and that's you, and you're like, oh yeah, that's me. I'm just saying everything's true, everything's real, but really I don't believe it. I don't really believe it all, but I just say it. Then you're not being genuine. When you're not being genuine, you're not going to get psychic messages. They're not going to come in clear. They're going to come in fuzzy and hazy, especially if you read tarot or astrology or anything like that. You have to pick a side. You have to pick truth or fiction. You have to pick a belief. So this is a message for like whoever's watching, whatever side you're on. I don't care. Honestly, I literally don't care what team you're on here, what this could be about. Just pick one and be in your truth. And that's what that card represents. We don't play both sides of the, how do you say, both fields? You know what I mean. We don't play both fields. We are either the home team or the visiting team. You know, you pick a side. Anyways, I don't know. I don't know what that has to do with this reading, but that came up. So that being said, let's get into your reading. I always start with pile number 1. 16 minutes in, and this is the peacock feather. So let's take a look. The question I did on this reading was, what is being healed and what is being destroyed? So the left side, I think, would represent healed, and the right side for me is going to represent destroyed. Okay. The middle messages are just going to be in general the situation and the answers and guidance you need. So what's being healed in pile number 1 is the Fool. What's being destroyed? 8 of Cups. Unfortunately, in this relationship, it's obviously over. And a relationship is being destroyed. Your enemy, which is somebody you loved, and this could be intimate or it could just be family, but it's someone you loved a lot, has walked away from you, or you walked away from them. But I can tell you it's not going to be the same anymore. And that's why what's being healed is you, the Fool. You're free. You're going to be able to strike out on your own. You are going to be single and unattached, or you are going to be free from this relationship holding you back. You've done a lot of soul searching, a lot of personal work, and for you to let them go and move on from them is probably a little miracle. A little miracle you didn't think would ever happen. The white dog, and somebody here could have a little dog in pile number 1, a little furry kind of dog. There's an energy of they didn't know. There's an energy of naivety, immaturity, and even some kind of energy of being blind. Like they didn't know what they were going to step into. There's an energy of being distracted and literally going over a cliff. And it says, anyone going to be there for me? And there's this thing of, I'm literally going to fall over a cliff. I'm by myself. But the dog represents spirit, angels, guides, and your intuition. saying you may be going off alone. You may feel abandoned. You may even feel rejected, but you're not completely alone. There's always this energy of trust with the Fool. And can I say for pile number 1, you trusted this person who's your enemy blindly. You had faith in them, you believed in them, you counted on them. They let you down. You're very hurt, and emotionally, you're suffering from having to, number 1, be rejected and hurt by this person, but number 2, just to find out that your trust was misplaced. And you're doing a lot of deep reflection now with the moon, and you went from super, super happy with this person to completely distraught, hurt, and they really sent you on a spiral. You've been doing some deep diving and some soul searching since this betrayal. And you've discovered a lot about yourself. And you've started to believe anything's possible. This is why I think I channeled the miracle word for this card. You are full of hope. You have high expectations. You're looking forwards to the future now. You're going to be ready to take a big leap of faith. You carry your possessions with you. You carry a little baggage. You carry a little, something with you through all of this. It's not all gone, but, meaning you still love them, but mostly you're free from them. I love you, but I'm okay moving on and loving you from a distance. And this is time for a bold move. You're going to start trusting your own instincts, and you're going to start over with a fresh perspective, a wiser perspective. I want you to expect the unexpected and be ready for anything. Just don't be careless and reckless. Use your head and listen to sound advice. Okay? The cards that come out is the 9 of Cups in the reverse, living in a constant state of gratitude. There's a lot of unhappiness with this energy. I'm going to be honest. I know you're excited, and what's being healed is a new adventure is about to happen, a brand new beginning for you. That's a gift and a miracle, and that feels wonderful. But God, there's unhappiness with the 8 of Cups. You have the 8 and the 9. I know you're progressing. I know it's a miracle you even made it out of this. But I will say this, the person that is your enemy in this deck, this particular reading, is going to come back. Because they can't move forwards without you in some sense. They are going to come back around into your life. Karmically, they cannot walk out on you without ever returning. Karmically, there needs to be a return. Your spirit with this person needs to be dealt with. So they're not ready to release you. They walked away, but they can't walk away permanently. And I don't think you can either. And let's see with this 9 of Cups. You're almost there. Have you forgotten just how many amazing blessings you've been given in your life? Are you being grateful? You may find yourself wanting more and more and more to fill some kind of a hole inside you, except nothing ever feels like it's enough. Dig deep in search of what truly matters in life. I really think this enemy was always greedy, always wanting to take and take and take, but it's never going to make them happy. And that's, thank God, that's being destroyed. But you also, I don't think anything's ever going to be enough for this connection. It's a constant giving. And I just see a big lack of appreciation. And I also feel like you feel empty. Listen, I honestly think that you kept hoping they would change and fix the drama and just do right. I just see that cup having a hole at the bottom. As much as you pour your love and your heart into the cup, it's never going to get full. They're never going to look at you and say, you're great, you're good, you're perfect, I love you. Like there's always going to be criticism from this relationship. So what's the epiphany? Spiritual work and self-discovery. So they're on a road, okay? Your enemy is on a road of self-discovery and spiritual work. Like that's where they're headed off to. 8 of Cups. You're already beginning a new life. I think you've been there, done that. You've been around. And now you're just like, okay, well, I guess I'm going to go do my own thing while you do your own thing. You get to have a new beginning, and they get to go inside themselves and see what's wrong with them. Why are they so selfish? Why is their cup never filled? Why is it never enough for them? Why are they so needy and greedy? Why do they always want more, more, more? They're going to have to do that soul searching. Meanwhile, both of you are going to be on a mission of self. This is the change that's going to come. Let's take a look at this fortune cookie. Your outcome, the stage is set. Go public. All right. So this is already in the works. Like there's no going back. Whatever's become in this connection, that's it. Whatever you've prepared for, it's ready to arrive. And it's going to happen. One way or the other, it's going to happen, this new beginning. You know, I keep hearing in my mind while I'm reading this reading for you is there's no reset button. Once somebody pulls the trigger, that's it. I'm not saying you pulled it, okay? I'm just saying once that trigger has gone off, that's it. And I feel like it's definitely gone off. And we can't reset it. So now we have to see the results. And the repercussions from our actions. What is karma going to bestow? I definitely kind of see you looking back. You don't want to leave them. You don't want to go. You were always hoping maybe we could come back together on this. We could meet eye to eye. But honestly, what I see is you guys are going to keep bumping heads. And the best advice for you on this journey alone is trust your instincts. When your heart tells you what to do in this connection, listen to it, because your heart's not going to deceive you. Your heart's not going to leave you alone. Your intuition will not abandon you. Trust your intuition while you are on this journey. And this is a very much alone time. This is a very, very alone reading. You're on your own. And there's no going back on this. I do think that they will come back at a later time, date, and place. There will be a return. They have karma with you. They'll be back. But honestly, what I see with your enemy right now is they have to leave you alone. This might be a court order. This could be a restraining order. This could be karma just keeping them away from you. This could just be their choice, but your enemy is not going to be allowed to bother you and criticize or harass you anymore. So if you picked pile number 1 and you felt hurt and harassed by this person, that's not going to go on. That's being destroyed. And if you always felt like you weren't enough, you're about to discover the new version of you. The person that can come out of their shell without being criticized. And the best news is you're going to get to shine. And your enemy's going to get to see you shine. You're kind of put on a pedestal here, in a sense, with the Fool card being up high on a cliff. I definitely see the universe putting you up high, acknowledging you, making you the center, you know, kind of all eyes on you. The light is on you, the spotlight's on you. I also get the energy that the universe is on your side. That's why the dog is there. So I am getting the energy that karma's on your side. Justice is on your side. And I will say, your enemy was childish and immature. I don't care how old they were. Your enemy was very immature. And they're being sent away from you to go grow up. And they are going to grow up, and they are going to come back for whatever reason that would be. More than likely, probably an apology of some kind. Hey, Fleeky. Thank you, honey. Hi. All right. So the stage is set. It's going to go public. There's no going back, no reset button. What's done is done. And I do think good things are coming for you. Let's get a moon magic, deep moon message to close up that reading. I got this one. Notice it looks like a desert. The desert may be speaking to you. You might want to go on a little adventure to the desert or just go see the sunset. That's very beautiful. Maybe the desert is calling your name right now. But my words and actions are of beauty, compassion, and love. I love that. My words and my actions. So you are embodying love. You're embodying beauty. And that is who you are. That is your radiation. That is your energy, your aura. Spirit knows this about you, and just know that you have been love. And also, for judgment's sake with your enemy, you've been very compassionate towards your enemy. You've put yourself in their shoes. You've tried to understand them. You've been very forgiving and just very empathic. And I think if you pick pile number 1, your psychic ability is a very high empath. So I love that you've been so good and so forgiving and understanding. But it's their turn to go do some work, because I feel like you've done a lot of work. So mostly, I guess, as we end this for pile number 1, your enemy's no longer going to hurt you. You get a brand new beginning and a fresh new start. It is fresh, and it's beautiful, and it's a new energy. And the desert, to me, just represents vast possibilities. It's so open, nothing's blocking it. You could see from here to there, and it's just like the world is your oyster. So I feel like this desert will speak to you, and it's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful, the desert can be a very beautiful place. Oh, Fleeky, you went to the desert. Oh, that's awesome. I love that. All right. Well, that concludes pile number 1. Now, pile number 2. The Watch. And I got the energy of moving on. And I'm also hearing time moves on. Time is always ticking. It stops for no one. It doesn't pause when you need a break. It doesn't rewind when you want to try something again. It just continues. And it just, I feel like that's your energy right now. You're like, oh, it keeps continuing. It keeps going and going. Time is moving very quickly. I do sense that you definitely have that energy of you lost a lot of time. I feel like my energy is saying you're going to get it back. Somehow you're going to get some time back. Some of you guys are going to turn back the clock on aging. That was just a bonus. So let's see. Hanged Man. Queen of Pentacles. In regards to your enemy, what's being healed? Confusion. You see very, very clearly what the F they've done, what you've been put through. You just see it. You see through their BS. And I see this moment of pause. You're being stopped to look around you and just value today. You've been so preoccupied with tomorrow and next week and next month and next year and the holidays this season that aren't here yet. It's like we're speeding up time by focusing on the future. And I feel like that's what's being healed for this pile. You're realizing today is a gift. Today it's precious. Yes, I look forward to the holidays and all these good things, but I am going to go outside today, or I'm going to be in my home today, or I'm going to be around my family. I'm going to value today. And Spirit wants to remind you, if you're picking pile number 2, stop speeding up time. Listen to the rain, the wind, your kids, the sounds. Embrace music more often. Put your hands behind yourself also, because you get yourself into trouble. Like, you've got your hands on too many projects. Sometimes hands off. No more projects. Like, enjoy your time off. What's being destroyed? Queen of Pentacles. I'm feeling like a business. There's some kind of a business or career. Financial hardships may also be destroyed, and you may be gaining financially. Like, this is a come up and a glow up. with the Queen of Pentacles. Not only is her looks and her physical presence more beautiful, and she takes very good care of her appearance, she also takes care of her bank. So health, beauty, bank, that's coming to a place where you're going to have security and stability. And what's being destroyed is anything, and I honestly feel like your enemy is you. I keep feeling that for this pile number 2, and I felt it at the very beginning. You are your own worst enemy. You rushing up time, speeding it up, that's your enemy. Time is your enemy, and you feel like you're running out of time. You don't have enough time. And Spirit's saying, I want you to reflect, Hanged Man, on your time. Value your time. Ooh, gets a good message for this one. What are you getting paid for your time? Value it. Keep your prices fair if you have a business, but do not be afraid to speak up for the value. Make sure that you are accounting that. Your time is very precious and valuable. So I keep hearing that, like, you might have been your own worst enemy because you were undercutting yourself, or you were working at a job that they didn't see your worth and you weren't getting paid what you deserve. Your boss could be your enemy. And like I said, you could be your own worst enemy. But I do feel like this is getting dealt with. And what's being healed is the acknowledgement and the wisdom, seeing where you and time have bumped heads. To clarify, that energy is number 15, the Devil card, toxic witches. Be cautious of those who take more than they give. And it's in the upright. So I do believe you have put yourself in a position where people took more time from you than they paid. Okay, they took it. They're like, well, I want a deal. I want a bargain. And you're like, okay, let me give you the deal. Let me give you the bargain. You always sold yourself short and you ended up at a loss. You didn't stand up for yourself and go, listen, I want to give you a deal, but this is my worth. You know, I can budge a little bit, but not a lot. You know, you're not going to bend over backwards for people because that hinders you from success. So you have stopped yourself from success. There's a lot of financial energy in pile number 2. I think money has also been an enemy of yours, like the struggle with money, because the Devil card's here. And you're always trying to just attain a certain amount or get whatever, and your time is getting away from you. Okay, there's so much to say, and I can't say it quick enough, so let me try to put this together. You may be in fear that paying people to help you do your work more efficiently costs money. And you see that as shorting yourself. So you'd rather do it all yourself. But it saves on time to pay someone. And what is your time worth? Gold. Example, because I also clean houses for a living besides tarot. Example, you can clean your own house all day. And it might take you all day. You got to do all the laundry. You got to do the dishes. You got to cook. You got to clean the fridge. You got to mop. You got to sweep. You got to vacuum. You got to dust. You have to clean the windows. You have to take care of the animals. The car is a whole nother thing. Keeping up your car, keeping it clean. The garage, the yard, your room, your bathroom. You know, to clean a bathroom, a master bathroom, honestly takes a good hour. And that's for a professional who's quick and has all the tools and knows what to do to make it quick. For just an average person, it would probably take them at least 2 to 3 hours to tackle their master bathroom, because they critique a little bit more and they get more into detail a little bit more. And they use products or tools that are not as effective because they haven't really invested in professional tools, obviously. So how much more valuable is someone's time to pay someone for a day's work to clean their home versus letting that person make money other ways? Like, how much money could they make by focusing on their business or doing a ritual and meditation, writing out their planner, getting their business structured and straight? All the time that they could use for themselves while somebody else is taking care of their home actually brings them more money, because now they're cleaning their home, which is very good for feng shui and qi. It brings energy and money into the home, but it also gives them time to create more wealth, get more clients, handle clients, get more business ideas, create more qi in their car, home, and life to bring in more flow of money. See, hiring someone is not the loss. The loss is the loss of time, which creates money. And some people think I'm saving money by doing it myself, which they are. And believe me, there are some people that just flat out can't afford it. I get it. But there are some people that can just as easily spend $200 on fast food in 2 weeks, but they will not pay for a professional cleaner. Yay, Fleeky, I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, thank you. I love you. Oh my gosh, thank you so much. But yeah, so anyways, and I see that with my clients. I see that with people. The clients' houses that I've gone to, they're successful and abundant. And I'm like, this is awesome, because they pay for people to handle things for them. And they're able to go out there and grind and get things done. And it brings 10 times more money. I'm not just saying this because I'm a cleaner. I'm using this as an example about time and Queen of Pentacle money. This is a physical, literal example. What could you do better in your life if you pick pile number 2? About paying for a service versus doing it yourself. What could you do with that time? How would that make you feel? And even if it's not a service, perhaps it's a membership or a subscription, maybe to astrology, maybe to my channel, maybe to my website, maybe for coaching, maybe for a gym membership or a spa, massage place that you pay monthly to get a massage, nails, whatever it is. When you pay somebody else to do it, what are you able to succeed elsewhere in? How does it make you feel? Well, when you get your nails done, you feel super abundant, you feel beautiful, and you feel attractive. You use your hands more, you journal more, you write things down more, you're in public more, and it makes you feel good. It creates chi, creates abundance. When your home is professionally cleaned, same thing. We already discussed that. When you pay for a car membership to like clean your car, vacuum it out, wash it, and you pay like say $20 a month for a basic car cleaning membership package, well, you're activating Venus. Venus is your Lakshmi, your money bag, your purse, your luxury, your beauty, your relationships, and your money. So when you pour in that 20 bucks that you think is so expensive, yet you'll spend 20 bucks at Chipotle very easy, you get to ride around in a luxurious feeling energy, which creates more flow, chi, and abundance to money. These are the choices. And that's what like Hanged Man is trying to say. Hey, look at this differently. I know you see 15 devil card toxic energy. I know you see as paying for a membership as toxic, wasting money. It's not. I know you see that paying membership to Steph, JKS, is an extravagance. It's a waste of money. It's frivolous. It's not money management. It's not wise. But yet you're getting practical spiritual advice monthly to guide your decisions and your choices, which is a choice to be open-minded spiritually and be on the right track in life, which literally guides you to the right people, places, and things. Not a waste. That's probably one of the best things you could do for yourself is path work, literally. But massage, same thing. Some of you guys need it to have better health, to have lymphatic drainage, to take care of cysts, varicose veins, circulation, heart health. It's not an extravagance. It is health. Perhaps it helps your back. You know, these are things that keep you working, keep you public, keep you in a relationship, keep you flowing, growing, and feeling good. Not a waste. So the Hangman is here to say, listen, we need to rethink what we spend our money and time on and why. And why we tell ourselves, devil card, it's bad to spend on these things. But, oh, it's okay to spend on food and drinks that are out to eat, which isn't very healthy. You know, I'm sure you guys manage fine, but I know so many people that are even what they would consider poverty level, poor. They just don't have the money to like do things they need, like, I don't know, you know, get new tires or fix their car or go to that doctor's appointment and pay for that service. You know, like they don't have money for that. But these people have plenty of money to go out to eat, you know, 10 to 20 times a month. You know, they can order delivery. They can go through drive-thrus. They can pay out to eat 2-3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. You know, and it's like, oh, it's just 17 bucks. It's 15 bucks. That adds up. It adds up. And delivery it's always $20 or more. It has to be. And if it's DoorDash, you're going to tack on another 10. Easy for delivery. So, you know what I mean? Like, it's very easy to spend $200 a month, which is minimum. Some people spend $600 or $800 a month on all extravagances. But even the most poverty-ridden person can easily spend $200 a month on out to eat. And the reason why it's easy to do is because they're like, well, I'm either going to go to the grocery store and spend the same amount or more, or I'm going to go out to eat. So they kind of rule it out that way. But yes, the grocery store is expensive, but you also have to budget your grocery store spending. In other words, meal plan. Yes, if you just go random and, you know, you get this box of cereal and this coffee creamer and these chips and this pack of sodas and drinks and that, yeah, it's going to add up and it's going to be over $150. But if you go in and you're like, I'm going to get a huge bag of rice, I'm going to get a huge bag of, you know, meat, and I'm going to cut it up and divvy it up for the month, you know, and I'm going to get beans and I'm going to get some veggies that are very cheap, like, you know, carrots, lettuce, tomatoes, you know. I'm going to get a bag of lemons, make my own dressing. You know, if you can meal plan and you're like, well, I'm going to get a pack of sausage and I'm going to make breakfast burritos and I'm going to make 12 and then I'm going to freeze 6 of them and I'll have that for on the go. Or I'm going to make chicken burritos and I'm going to freeze those and, you know, meal plan. Then you're going to spend under $100. If you literally meal plan like that, you will spend under $100. As far as drinks, water. I know it's not pleasurable, but good old water. Put some lemon and limes in it. Grab a little box of mints, cucumbers, super cheap and affordable. And you make your own flavored waters, you know? I know it's not fun, but I don't know. I'm just saying sacrifices can be made so you can do other things that are important. If you could sacrifice your food and your meal planning at the grocery store, and you could somehow make it $400 a month instead of like 8 or 10, you know, like 1,000, you know what I mean? You can afford your gym membership, your car club membership to wash your car, your Stephanie at JKS 1111 monthly membership. You can afford all these little things that could benefit you. The massage place. The Now Massage offers a $100 package monthly, and you get 1 free massage a month included with that, plus bonuses like you can get a free massage after like a certain amount of times. So there's that package. So many subscriptions, apps. Oh, I love Joni Petrie. She has an app. It's called the Galactic Center or something like that. And she has a newspaper that she emails. It's like $10 a month. So worth it. The predictions, the events, the timing on the app of what it tells you what to expect for the day, for the week, for the month. Hello, it's worth it. Worth it. My package, you know, monthly, 3 free reads at least. For the ultimate, you get more. You get your predictions, you get your readings, you get your answers for all the questions that you have going on for the month. Awesome. It's awesome. Just the guidance for the people that need guidance and answers. Guys, I work for people. I work for you. I'm in service for you. For people that are going through a divorce. People that are going to have a baby. People that want to have a baby. People that want to get married. That just met someone and they want to know the energy between them. For people that are just now becoming themselves with their psychic abilities and need guidance with that. For people that want to bring in more money and want to be guided spiritually on the right path, and they want to see what signs am I seeing and why. Am I on the right path? What do I need to do to create more wealth? These people are ready to put that money in. People that believe in spirituality. Some people pay a banker to manage their money and tell them where to invest and how to spend their money, and they pay someone to money manage. That is a choice. And some people pay a spiritual worker to help guide them spiritually, to help their finances, health, and career. You know, some people pay monthly for a counselor to help guide them through trauma. Very wise investment. I highly suggest, pile number 2, if you need a therapist, invest. If you wonder, how am I going to get the money to do it? Penny pinch somewhere else. You can find that money. You'll find it. Find a way. You know, sell things. Sell things. Let's just say you wanted to get my year-long membership example. I think it's like $400 or $300 for the lower membership. If you sold a piece of furniture you're not using in your house, say a little love seat or a bed set that's in the garage, Or maybe you've got a bunch of clothes with tags on them that you don't really need. You could sell those things and come up with $300 for the year. And then for the next 12 months, you get infinity amount of answers, guidance, readings. You know, I always recommend that at tax season too, when people get their taxes back. It's like invest in something that you want to have a membership to for the year. Just do it. You'll be grateful. Even if it's an app, something. But, you know, I don't know. So I'm not going to focus on that. But this toxic witches, Hanged Man, and the Queen of Pentacles. For pile number 2, you have been betrayed by people you've trusted. And they act like a friend and family member to your face. But they're not, obviously. And you can't trust them. And a lot of my readings, by the way, I can read for people too and tell you who to trust, who not to trust. It comes out in the cards. Lots of reasons to come to the cards. But be cautious about who you've been putting your energy around, because they're fake. They're frenemies. And I think you need to look a little harder, pile number 2. Be careful who you talk to. Be careful who you hug and befriend and open up to, because they are not your friend. They're secretly jealous and they gossip about you. Definitely a warning for this pile. The gravity of this card is a gloomy witch. And she's hanging out with a pair of toxic friends who constantly do things like exclude her and make fun of her. Yet they still expect 300% from her side of the friendship. They're so draining that some might consider them to be an enemy vampire. You may also find yourself surrounded by people who deplete you. And in that case, it may be time to cut them off from the source and preserve what you have left. At least create some healthy distance. However, it's just as possible that you're caught up in some exhausting and self-destructive behavior of your own. How can you be more respectful of your own energy? I think pile number 2, my intuition is also saying you might love someone, an earth sign, who acts like a PUSSY, who acts like a biatch, who takes advantage of you and drains your energy. And I think your intuition has tried to tell you don't do it, but you do it because you loved them. Caution. That's what that is saying. Caution. I know you're giving them the benefit of the doubt and you think they're worth it and they're good they're good at the center. No, red flag. Red flag. If you are being drained by someone, distance yourself. You're a very giving person in this pile. You give a lot of yourself and a lot of your time away for free. And I mean literally by pentacles, but also you're not getting anything in return in relationships. That's what I mean by free. You are not getting back what you put in. You are depleting yourself. And why would you work for free? You know how many people are crazy? They actually think you should work for free. It's crazy. I do cleanings too on the side for a living. And let me tell you, the people that I swear want you to work for them for dirt cheap, like pennies, is a joke. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Do you know how much it costs to go to the store just after work to go pick up dinner? And you want me to slave myself away for hours for that? No. For that, I might as well go work at some bogus place and get paid minimum wage hourly. Like, these people believe, well, you have your own business, you should charge dirt cheap less because you're not bringing the empire. You're not bringing the logo, the name tag. You're not bringing the the reputation of a big, large corporation. So you should automatically take less when actually you offer a lot more. When actually you're much better than that competition. You should be paid qualified more. But they don't see it that way. Example, would you rather pay for hospital care or an at-home care specialist? Personally, yeah. I think I would rather pay for an at-home care personal doctor than I would at a hospital. Would you rather have a doctor come to you during COVID or to give you your shot or to give you your checkup? To have personal doctor care service is a major benefit. And a lot of the stars and famous people have doctors that come to their house. They don't have to go out to any kind of office. And the same with manicurists, pedicurists, masseuse, all of that. People that are well off and affluent obviously have no problem paying good money for a good service provider of whatever that is. So it's just funny to me that people want to splurge on, other things, but boy, they'll penny pinch on cleaning their home. Guys, a home that would probably take 5 to 7 hours, they want to pay $100. 150 max. And if you push them to pay $300, it's like, oh my God, $300? Hundreds of dollars to clean a house? And it's like, yeah, why don't you clean it? Why are you calling us? Like, go clean your own house. Like, it's not my fault that your oven is trashed, your bathroom is trashed, your floors are trashed. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. And if you want to save that money, well, spend a week cleaning, because that's how long it takes real people that are not professional to clean. It would take them all week. But I can come in and, knock it out in 5 to 6 hours because I have the equipment. I have the professional steamer. I have the shampooer. I have the proper, very expensive vacuum that does the job of a broom and a mop. It's like I have these things that save time, that cost money. I have equipment. I have products. I have certain cleaners. I have skills. I have experience. I know how to get these things done. I know how to time manage it. I know where to start, where to finish, what's going to take more time and what doesn't. Where somebody could spend an hour scrubbing, I have a tool that could knock it out in 30 minutes. But you have to pay for that. And it's like, come on, people. I'm not going to do it for $150. Not going to do it. And when you do cleanings, you should honestly think it should be about $100 per large bathroom, per kitchen, like easy. So an average house is anywhere from $200 to $400. $400 depending on cleanliness. $200 being a very clean home that just wants a nice, good clean because they want it kept up. And I have good clients. I have clients that definitely want to keep it up. And I've gotten to a place, where I can hire girls to clean for me. And I train them and I get the jobs and they go and they clean. But a lot of the times clients want me, and that's okay. I will go to those clients. But, I have a couple businesses. Obviously, I have my intuitive psychic business right here with you guys. And I do that. That's my full-time job. That's where I want to focus, is JKS. That's where I want to be. But times being what they are, you have to do other things to put bread on the table. And being that I'm a single mom and my kid's father is dead, my other one is a deadbeat, I got to do more. So I got to have that other business going. And I even have 2 more businesses outside of that, which I won't get into. So I'm literally running 4 businesses. And I homeschool. So let's talk about being busy. Okay, let's talk about time management because I know a little something about that. But that being said, someone here in this pile has issues with time and money. I mean, that is what's going on in this pile. And with the Hanged Man here about what's being healed is the way you look at how you spend time, the way you look at how you spend money. So that's why I'm using my life as an example. I'm not here to like get off track. I'm just saying that's here. And there are people that are going to be jealous. There are people that are going to hate. There's people that judge you unfairly, and there's people that drain you unfairly. Mostly what I'm getting here is people that want work for cheap or free, or people that want to use you, maybe take your time or take your money. And this could be a lover, this could be a family member, but somebody who wants to take from you what you earned, what you worked really hard to get. And that could be your home, that could be your car. I don't know, this could be anything. This could be your bank account. They could be wanting to drain it. Like, there are vampires, and be careful. My grandma's son, my uncle, who's trash, wants to drain my grandma. And I went through hell last year with that family. And they bashed me because my grandma was helping me and the kids financially for a time. Not permanently, but for a time. And they bashed. And she ended up having to go leave her home because of them and get more in a mess. And I've left her be with her money since then, because I used to have, power of attorney and take care of her. And she was very independent. She managed herself, really. I was just there to help. But since I've detached myself from her life in that way, my uncle has robbed my grandmother of over $1,000. And this is an energy vampire and a financial vampire. And that could also be at some point here about time, because she put time and years into retirement and pension. And now that is for her in her golden years. And there are energy vampires around her stealing, trying to take that money. So that being said, in pile number 2, it's like, be careful, because even your own son, your own daughter, people can rob you and take advantage of you. So there is a big red flag. There's just a warning here. Like, thank God what's being healed is your perception on people that have run all over you. Thank God that's being healed. What's being destroyed is the ever-giving you, the one that gives and gives and gives with no boundaries. I think finally you are going to be getting the boundaries. Also, what's being destroyed is people that have money, but they don't want to spend it on you. They don't want to give you what you're worth. That's being destroyed. So whoever was your boss, whoever had money over your head, whoever hired you, whoever did something that was an enemy here that just did not give you your value, this is being destroyed. They're being dealt with. Karma's coming for them. So just know that the toxic witches in your life, the devils in your life, dealt with. Let's see the Epiphany card. Ready to release this love block. I love it. So you didn't love yourself, okay? Pile number 2, you didn't love yourself. I know that hurts to hear, and it's going to take some processing, therapeutically, to tell yourself, Hangman, I didn't love myself. I didn't love myself because I didn't ask what I was worth. I didn't love myself because I let people take advantage of me. I didn't love myself because I was giving and giving, and I thought they would love me in return. I thought they would appreciate me. I thought they would see my value. I thought I would be tipped, or I thought I would be given another opportunity, or I thought, fill in the blank. You just thought that you would be seen and appreciated. So, big message here, you weren't. And the only thing that's ever going to change that is you, Hangman. So if you're seeing pile number 2, you have to make the decision to block people that do not appreciate and love you, and only release your love block when they'd earned you, when they have come to you with an apology, and when they've come to you with respect, and when they've come to you to appreciate your time. People that want more and more for it, cut them off. Okay, your time is precious. I think that's the biggest message here for this pile number 2. Time is precious, and there's a big value for it, because every breath you take is counted down. Like, there's a countdown. You only have so many breaths in this life. And if it comes into a marriage or relationship, don't waste your time with a karmic partner. And if they're including a third party, the biggest message for pile number 2 is stop wasting your time. If they wanted you and they loved you and respected you, there wouldn't be a third party. And if that third party has been going on and on and on, and time has just kept ticking, and they've kept you involved in a third party, wake up, says the hangman. Get out of it. They're not respecting and valuing you, and you're obviously worth more than that. And the only reason you accepted a third party situationship is because you didn't love yourself. So it's going to, change is going to come, bottom of the deck. We got that card. So I know that's not going to be you. You are going to step into your Queen of Pentacles era. You will be respected. You will be valued. You will be paid and compensated financially to your worth. Money is coming to you. Queen of Pentacles is a very big financial breakthrough. So pile number 2, expect money flow and money growth. Don't be afraid to ask for what you're worth. And don't be afraid to cut people off that don't deserve your time. The next card is someone is walking away, leaving. It's probably you. I definitely feel this could be you. You're definitely thinking, I need to go. You're going to be like that. You're going to do that to me. Go. A lot of you guys are going to be quitting. You might be quitting a job that doesn't pay you your worth. You might be quitting a client that doesn't respect your pay or your time. And you're absolutely thinking about leaving a karmic partner that doesn't value you and doesn't appreciate the time, energy, and effort and money and just years of your life that you've put into this. I think you're finally clocking out and saying bye. Exactly, Jack Wolf. Bye, Felicia. I'm not going to waste time with the devil. I won't do it. So a lot of you guys are facing your own devil. And like I said, when I channeled this reading from the beginning, sometimes you are your worst enemy. Yes, I feel there's an enemy out there, but mostly it's you and what you tolerate, what you've accepted, because you just tried to please and love people. You tried to give because you're a giving person. Queen of Pentacles is always a giving person. She shares. So I do see this ever-bleeding heart of yours. And you're just like, God, that was me, Steph. Just bleeding heart, giving to people. And I didn't know when to stop. I didn't know when to stop people pleasing. I didn't know when to stop buying presents. I didn't know when to stop forgiving. I didn't know when to stop giving them my time. I didn't know when to stop with this client and say, time's up. You owe me another hour. I didn't know how to say enough. I just kept giving. And then it turned out to be more than one person. It turned out, this person took advantage of me and this person took advantage of me. And my kids took advantage of me and my mom took advantage of me and my best friend took advantage of me and my neighbor took advantage of me. And it goes on and the list is like forever. And you're just like, God, finally, hangman, when I see the list of people that took from me, I was ashamed and embarrassed. And the worst part was they weren't even grateful. They didn't talk well of me. They didn't speak well of me and say, gosh, she's such a great person. You should hire her. She's a great giver. She's a great worker. No, they said, you know, she was half-ass, or she could have done more, or, you know, they were late, or, you know, just not, she did exquisite work for a very low price. She gave me extra hours when I probably should have been cut out at 2 or 3. You know, really appreciate this person. No, you're not getting blessed. You're getting cursed. And so that's what this is. And you're just looking sad. You're like, God. And the only person to be mad at is you. Like, honestly, like, you know, you could be mad at all of them, but you allowed it. You opened the door, you welcomed it, and you just accepted it, you allowed it, and you kept the door open. You just kept it open. So this is about forgiving yourself and just doing better and loving yourself more. If you're here in pile number 2, I see better self-love, better self-treatment. I see that you're going to put your money where your mouth is, and you're going to go get it. You're going to be an entrepreneur. You're going to start your own business, or you're going to go get that job that you deserve. You're going to ask for that promotion, and you're going to get it. If you've been waiting for better, I see better coming, but it takes you leaving something and someone behind first. And it's mostly leaving a mentality with the hangman behind, leaving the mentality of budget, like poverty-ridden person, and giver person, if that makes sense. Leaving that mentality is going to take you to the next abundant level. And I just see that's what's being healed. And I think that was the whole problem. That's it. As far as if it was a relationship that you're dealing with here, they're going to regret losing you. They are going to lose you, and they are going to regret it. They're going to look back, and they're never going to get over you. Their karma is that you got away and you were the best thing they ever had. So I'm going to leave that there for pile number 2. Manage your time better and don't waste it on people that don't deserve it. And put your money where your mouth is. If you want a better, more abundant life, invest. The best thing in the world to invest in right now is you. Your health, your body, your beauty, your mentality, your spirituality. If you invest in any of that, you're going to gain pentacles. Health, wealth, and vitality. Do not ever be afraid to invest in yourself. Get those things on TikTok that make you feel good. The bodysuits, the vibrating pads, the workout gear, the True Sea Moss, which is epic. I recommend it for everyone. I've been on it. It is a miracle in a bottle. Get yourself some True Sea Moss. Also, donate to my Cash App, because I am going to be giving True Sea Moss bottles to people that have cancer, to people that need it for healing. So if you want to help your karma, help your wealth, help your Saturn, please donate to Cash App so I can start to give those to people. Right now we're taking donations for Michelle and Hope. Those are 2 people that I want to send a True Sea Moss package to. So I need to come up with at least $120 to get that done. So please consider donating for that. It does help karma. It is, we talked about the Saturn thing. But yeah, invest in your health, because if you don't do it now, you're going to have to later, and you're going to be sick, literally. And it's going to be hard. Okay, so that's it. We're going to move on from pile number 2. Better you. This is a better you, okay? Time will show you this is going to be a better you. And I see prosperity and abundance headed your way. Moving on, pile number 3. I channeled Burned Out. And what else did I channel over here? Gosh, what was the word? Burned. Was that what I channeled? Burned? Oh, Evolved. I think that's what I channeled. Yeah. Evolved. So I channeled Evolved, Evolution, Phoenix, rising from the ashes. I love that. So I feel like you're burned out, yet there's still a flame lit for someone. There's still a connection, but there is a tired, burned out, and I'm hearing the word failure. They failed you, or this relationship failed. Something to that effect, but there is a big failure, and we'll see what that means. So we have Queen of Cups in the reverse. This is what's being healed, and this is what's being destroyed. What? Get out of here. Get out of here. You got Queen of Cups and King of Cups. Well, this is about a love connection. If you picked this pile, there's no way around that message. Like, oh, they're married. They're soulmates. Like, they're a couple. Like, there's no way around that one. That being said, we are at an up and a down in this relationship. Can I just say, God dang, you guys, out of everyone, are so up and down, in and out, hot and cold. And I think that's why you are so burned out. You are tired of the fluctuation. What's being healed is rejection. This is the weirdest reading ever, but I'm going for it. You were rejected by this person. They said they didn't love you. They treated you like they didn't love you. Somehow you unconditionally loved them and you endured their BS. Okay. Thank you, Tiffany, for the donation. For that, I appreciate you so much, and you are going to get a card after this message. Thank you so much. I love you, Tiffany. So yeah, pile number 3, you're just like, wow, I can't believe, can't believe I was rejected by this person. I am their soulmate. I am perfect for them, but they did not see me and appreciate me for my worth. What is being healed is this comeback, King of Cups. You went from being disrespected, rejected, and humiliated to on your throne, powerful, you know who you are, you love yourself, you love others, but you have limits. You in a much better way, manage your love. This is not the unconditional, everlasting, ongoing, forever and always unconditional cup. This is the cup that says, I love you, but I do have boundaries. And I deserve self-respect. I also see this soulmate, obviously a water sign, more than likely a Scorpio, who is going to confess love to you. But I think that your love for this person has gone away. You don't see them the same way. You don't see eye to eye with them. And even if this gets healed, even if it comes back, and even if this is a soulmate, which I think all of that is true, you are burned out. Flat out. And look, I lit it, and the flame was gone. Now, they still have a flame for you, but you're burned out. And this is you just saying, I am tired of this relationship. I'm tired of you. I'm tired of the up and down and the in and out and the hot and cold. I'm tired of it. It's old. Card to verify this. The Fool card. The Cozy Witch. Just like pile number 1. That's crazy. Take a chance, for each morning is a new beginning. And you're just like, you know what? I see myself in a brighter light. Notice that she's not the supermodel. She's not super skinny, super perfect. She's got a little shape to herself. She got a little bit of a chin, you know. She ain't the top model. She got a little, you know, little cooch pooch going on, you know. And she's like, it's all good, though. I love myself. I love myself. And it's like years may have gone by, but she still looks in the mirror and sees a beautiful person. And the window's open, it's fresh, it's beautiful. I'm feeling fall vibes. Look at her look, the boots, the pants and the sweater and the hat, totally fall vibes. I think if you pick pile number 3, you're all excited about fall this year. And you might go all out. You're going to start decorating. You're going to start dressing for the season, getting that pumpkin spice going, candles, coffee, etc. And you're just like, I am ready for the season. So I see a detachment from a relationship, a single, happy person that's just not looking for more than what's in front of them. You're not looking at the past or the future. You're just right now, right here. It's kind of nice to be in that energy. And it says here, meet the cozy witch who barely slept a wink last night because she was so excited by the promise of a new day, a new her. And like the cozy witch, you too have an adventure kind of waiting for you just outside. And when an amazing chance presents itself, which it will, take it, because you might regret not doing it later. You've been waiting and waiting on your partner to be on the same boat as you, but he's not, or she's not, and it's not time to wait for them anymore. Before you go, keep in mind that the world is unpredictable, obviously, and while there's magic to experience, you will inevitably experience obstacles too. Success is a never guaranteed thing. And it's not always the point of your journey, the success at the end, the sun. That's not the point. The point is your self-discovery and what happens along the way. That's the point. Okay, so I feel like in this reading, and I do think it's about a relationship, the point of your relationship was to be married or to be committed together, living together, or, there was some kind of union, and that was the point. And you kept working and working and working at this connection to get to the point. You're like, look, can't we just get past all the healing, all the you and me, all the drama, all the stuff? And can we just get to the good stuff? Can we get to we're together now? Can we get to the place where I can publicize a relationship on social media? Can we get to the place where I have that ring on my finger and I've got your last name? Can I get to that place where you're crazy about me? That's the point. That's what I'm trying to achieve. All the other stuff is time-consuming and stressful, and I just want to get through it quickly. I want to get through the healing quickly, and I want to get to the good stuff. The message of this card is that's not the point. The reason you met this soulmate was not to get to the point. It was to enjoy the ride. And as hard as that is to hear for your little cozy witch, there it is. And it's like, once you finally quit trying to get to the point and you just look outside the window and enjoy the day, metaphorically, obviously, which is you just enjoy the day with them, or you just see what the day holds with them, that's the point. Whatever healing you're going through, that's the good stuff. It's not to get to the end of all of this. It's just, wow, I met this soulmate, and because of her or because of him today, I'm reading tarot, I'm praying, I'm meditating, I'm walking in the grass without my shoes, talking to trees. I'm walking through the fog and the mist in the middle of the night. Because of them, I'm pondering. Because of them, I'm watching JKS 1111 right now. And you're like, that's the good stuff. I forgot that this is a journey, not a destination, that I'm not rushing to go to the altar. I'm not rushing to go be in union. I'm here now in a connection with my soulmate doing the journey, and that's awesome. And whatever we went through today, whether it was a breakup, whether it was a makeup, whether it was ghosting, whether it was silence, whether it was texting and lots of communication and lovey-dovey emojis, whatever it is, I'm super grateful for today that I got to connect with my soulmate. That's awesome. Some people don't even get that. They don't need, they're still looking for their soulmate. They're not even on the journey with their soulmate yet, or their journey's over, and it's like, oh, so I need to be happy in my moment with my soulmate, no matter where I'm at. Yeah. So yeah, but it's okay to be burned out. They stress you the F out, and this journey stressed you the F out. And you were so busy looking to get to the point, you forgot the mission. The mission is right now, the healing, the tarot, the walking, the crying, the everything. That's the mission. And so the Fool, she's like, I get it. I don't know everything. I don't know where my future is. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm just a cozy witch. I'm just a fool. I'm just a fool in love. And love makes you do crazy things. And it's hot and cold and up and down and in and out. And my relationship doesn't need to look like everybody else's. It is what it is. And I'm here for it. But if I need to step away and go to the Renaissance Fair, or if I need to go to the park with my dog, or I need to just move away to Phoenix, Arizona, or Seattle, Washington, or New York City. If I need to go somewhere, I'm going to go, because that's my journey too. It's not all about love and romance. It's also about my growth, my inner happiness, my zest. What makes me zesty? Where's my spice? What makes me happy in life? Hot cocoa, I don't know what, I just feel zesty about this, and go after it. So you're out here, pile number 3, looking zesty, feeling zesty, and that's what's being healed. And you're just like, it feels good to shed the weight of relationship off my back. This relationship has been so testing that I finally get to shake it off and just go do me. I'm not worried about the connection. I'm just doing me. And if I hear from them and we talk, great. If we don't, that's okay. That's great. I'm here for it, wherever it goes. And it's just that inner knowing with the psychic ability here, with the King and Queen of Cups, a very psychic couple. You guys are so deeply connected. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. When it comes to soulmate energy here, oh, wow. When you get this pair, and it only happens with the King and Queen of Cups, it's freaking every synchronistic sign. And it only happens with you guys. The 1111s, the 222s, 444s, 44s, 22s, 111, just even the mirrorings, like 1201, 1110, like there's just crazy things. And you're just like, oh my God, this is crazy. It only happens to the water couples, the synchronicities, and that you see it psychically. You see their name. You hear it in movies and friends, and you just drive and there's a street with this person's name, and you're just like, what does it mean? What does it mean? Why am I having all these signs? And it's just acknowledgement that you and this person came together out of all the stars in the universe. You guys came together. It's a mutual attraction, mentally, spiritually, physically, literally, like it's the attraction. You came together because it was so, and it is so. And it was written, and it was seen, and it was felt, and it became, and it always was, and it always will be, just as time itself, you two exist. And it is that dance of the sun and the moon, the masculine and the feminine energy. It's just a dance. And so you are dancing with this person spiritually throughout lifetimes, eons, experiences, rebirths, breakups, makeups. Like there's this beautiful cycle between you and the soulmate. And that's why you see all these signs. It's just a telling and a knowing that serendipity, again, has connected you with your soulmate. And just to accept that and take that in and go, whew, what? Wow, this is my soulmate. And to know, oh, so don't soulmates have a happily ever after ending? No, they don't. This is a journey, not a destination. It's not the Princess Bride, as much as we would like it to be so. It's not always the Notebook, as much as we would like it to be so. But I will say, these kind of connections usually end up like the Notebook. The breakup and the makeup at the right time. It always ends up kind of being like that. And it's that kind of a deep connection that even if you connect with other people, the two of you have the strongest connection. That's what it is. You could meet Mrs. Perfect and Mr. Right, and you know what? Your effed up soulmate will still mean more to you than that person. That's the King and Queen of Cups, especially when she's in reverse. Stephen, my soulmate connection is like a train wreck. Exactly. And I think this is why you could be completely burned out, because it is a train wreck. And that's okay. That's okay. If we have kids and our kids end up being a freaking train wreck, we're not like, universe, you gave me the wrong kid. Okay. I have a pro star athlete child, or I have a mathlete child, or I have a perfectly beautiful, attractive, intelligent child. The one you gave me, this isn't mine. I need to switch up immediately. No, when you have your train wreck of a kid, you're just like, okay, that's my train wreck, and I love my train wreck. They were meant to be here for a reason with me. And we're going to figure out life. And that's it. And the same with your soulmate. They are your train wreck of a soulmate, but you're here to figure it out. However that works. And, oh yeah, you'd like to trade in your train wreck soulmate for the good one at the other end of the spiritual store. Spirit, you see that soulmate in the corner over there, second shelf from the top? Yeah, that one. That one that is kind and loving and good and altruistic and affectionate and appreciative. That one. I need that one. Please take this one. I need that one. Thank you. It doesn't work. Spirit's not going to say, sure, yeah, I made a mistake. Let me go ahead and get you the other one. Believe me, the grass isn't greener on the other side. It always looks that way, but it's greener where you water it. And for some reason, your soul was like, we're going to do this. We're going to do this with this person. We're going to have a train wreck. That's what we're going to go do. For some reason. And here you are doing it. And so the Fool card to me is it's okay to step off the path and just go do you. And that's honestly what I see. What's being healed is the unconditional love pot that you just gave out all the time. That's done. Like, I see boundaries. I see boundaries. So that's healed. And what is destroyed, like the same thing, the never-ending circus. The never-ending, I'll always be here for you no matter what, always, forever, through anything. That's being destroyed. Because what this message is saying, if you pick pile number 3, and I'm going to give you the truest guidance you're ever going to get, is it's okay to step away from them and step off the path and go do you. And that's what this message is simply saying. Go do it. Do not feel guilty. Don't worry about it. Don't feel the tug on your heart about abandonment because you're leaving your soulmate behind. Don't worry about it. Because the message in this card is what's meant to be yours is yours. It always was. It always will be. It already is yours. So you don't have to lose it. You stepping off the journey is you going to do something different. It's like going to another room in your house. It's still your house. You may really love your kitchen and love it. Like you live there, you cook there, you sit there, you hang out there. It's awesome. It's beautiful. You love looking at it. But sometimes you need to go to the bedroom. You need to go to the living room. You need to go to other areas of your house. You can't just be all up in the kitchen. It's unbalanced. And so this part of your journey is you've been cooking in the kitchen trying to make this happen with your soulmate. And it's like, get out of the kitchen. Just because you're stepping away from them in this vibe, this energy, doesn't mean you're stepping away from them forever or permanently, or you're stepping away from the love. You're stepping away from the ick. So, the ick, done. Like, you're icky. I don't like it. I'm going to go over here now. I don't know how long I'm going to be. This is like, I'm going to Target. I might go pick up some pumpkins. I might get a pumpkin spice latte. I may go to my friend's house, or I may go for a drive, you know, to see the hills, the mountains, whatever, the park. I don't know. I could be gone 2 hours. I might be gone all day. Heck, I might be gone all week. I don't know, but I'm going. I love you. Bye. That's what this energy is. I don't know where I'm going or how long I'm going, but I've got to go. That's the Cozy Witch. That's the Fool card. That's it. And even the other Fool, it's like, I don't know where I'm going, but I'm going. I don't know when I'll be back either, but got to do it. Okay. So anyways, pile number 3. When the Fool card appears in your reading, there is a time for you to take a leap of faith and make a bold move away from your partner. In this particular deck, it says nothing short of meet the Cozy Witch who barely slept a wink and decided I need to go on an adventure because if I don't, I might regret it later. She's keeping in mind that the world is an unpredictable place. And she may not go get better. She may not have a better experience. She may not go find what she's looking for. That's the fun of the Fool card. It's like, I don't know what's out there, but that's okay. It's not, again, it's not the point. And the epiphany is, wow, like, what is that? What is that? Who gets this? I'm out of here. I'm not reading for you, pile number 3. I am not reading for you. I wish you could see my face right now, but I'm not going to turn the camera around. I am just done with this. Is ridiculous. This is just stupid. I can't. You got away with this. You got away with this. This is ridiculous. How stupid is this? We are divine counterparts. Well, you don't say. Mr. Trainwreck, you don't say. Mr. Queen and King of Cups, you can't even escape this relationship when you try. I'm going to give you a forecast. You're going to try to leave this man or this woman. You're going to try to leave them and emphasize the word try. Because your divine counterparts, your freaking soulmates, they're going to pop back up again. They're going to pop back up again. It's ridiculous. And if you needed a confirmation, like, am I really with my soulmate? This is it. Like, this is definitely it. You don't get the King and Queen of Cups ever in a reading. And let me tell you the truth, because I read tarot every freaking day. To pull 2 cards, and that's it. That's the pile, just 2. And out of all of them, all 78, you get the matching pair. I don't know, but I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that's kind of like a 1 in a million chance. It's extremely rare. So take with that information what you will. But this doesn't happen. Not out of the 2. If I had maybe like 12 cards, there's more of a chance, but it's still very slim that you would get a pair. And even then, it's like super slim. It's like a 10% chance you would pull a matching pair, a royal pair. But to pull 100% both out of 2 and get the matching pair, we're talking about a 1% chance that like literally a 1% chance that would happen. Randomly, just in the shuffle. Just pulling it out. Literally, probably, I don't know, you could probably chat GPT it, but ask it. If I pulled 2 tarot cards, what are the chances that it's going to be a matching royal pair? Very, very rare. So then, on top of this rarity, you go and get this one. Out of all these cards, there's probably like 100 of these little cards. Literally 100. And this is the only one out of 100 that has divine counterparts, soulmates, fated partners. This is the only one. And you got that one with your super rare King and Queen of Cups. I tell you the truth, and I read tarot every day. This doesn't happen. And I'm going to say this is not your average relationship. This is not a typical relationship. This is not something that people come across every day, not even every lifetime. This is a very rare connection. So I know they've burned you out and you are sick of everything. And they've literally lit this relationship on fire. And they have pretty much damn near killed the love you had for them. Somehow, in the midst of destroying you almost completely, there's still a flame. Why, somehow, is there still a flame? Still a flame lit for you? Because you're divine counterparts. So I'm going to leave that there, and let's go ahead and get your fortune cookie oracle. I told you, didn't I? Oh my God, you guys, listen, this is crazy. I even blow myself away. I'm probably more shocked than you watching, to be real, to be honest. But I just told you, rewind 10 minutes, maybe 15, I don't know. I told you it only happens with the water sign couples that are soulmates, that you will see the synchronicities like their name and angel freaking numbers. I literally said this. I said 444. I said 111. I said 222. And there's the rest, 7733, etc. You figure it out. You've seen these numbers with this person. That is how you know. That is how you know, oh my God, yes, this is that person. This was one of your main signs. One of the main attractions that made you look twice at this relationship was the freaking numbers. Be it any of these, maybe even be it 1111, whatever it was, you're like, that caught my eye out of all my relationships. That caught my eye. And it's the synchronicity. Why? Because you've done this before. You've known this person in a past life. This is a divine soulmate, period. And I'm going to go back and reiterate what I said. You can come off the journey and do you, and it's not going to go anywhere. It's just like you're going to another sector of life for a while. It will be there because this is your house. This is your person. So whenever you step off this path and you go to school or you move to a different place, or you flirt with somebody, or you date somebody else, or you just stay single for a while, or you ghost, or you go silent, or you take a break, or whatever. Like, these things happen in these soulmate connections. They happen. And then it comes back. Get mad at me if you want, but it's right there in the cards. Go ahead, get mad. You know it too. Yep. Okay. You know what I forgot? The moon message for pile number 2 and the moon message for pile number 3. I'm sorry. I don't know how I missed that boat, but I did. So I'm going to get a moon message for pile number 3. And then I'll do pile number 2. And this is your 15-minute lightning round. So you have 15 minutes from right now at 115 minutes. Go figure. To go ahead and put your order in. If you want, it's $15 a card. You get bottom of the deck for free. I will intuitively give you an answer to your message, to your question. I recommend 2 cards because I recommend a tarot and an oracle. So I always recommend the 2. Even 3 is better because I like to do 2 tarot for particular situations like love and money, or you and him, or you and her, and then the oracle. So I prefer 3, but at least 2. But if you can only afford 1, completely understandable. But that is available. You can go to my Cash App, money symbol, let that SHIT go, 1111. That's my tag. And you can donate there, or you can go to my website, jks1111.com, and just go to donations. And it says there, the one that gives gathers. Just pick your amount and you can donate there. Come back and let me know, Steph. I just took care of that. Thank you so much for your donation and your time for watching me. All right, Spirit, can we get a moon message for this amazing soulmate concoction that's going on over here? This divine message. Can we please get a signature piece on where they're headed as a divine couple? What do you see? What is the message that you need to give them? Okay. This is the one you got. I am courageous and powerful. The waxing gibbous. What I like about the waxing moon is it's the taking moon. Okay. Waxing is grabbing, getting, taking, pulling in. It is an attraction moon. It is when the moon starts to suck in and pull. Gravitate. Pull the tide back, if you will. Pull it back out to the ocean. So it's a gaining. So I do see this relationship gaining momentum, gaining power. It's like pulling back a rubber band and watching it, it's going to shoot right off. So you are gaining power in your connection. You're going to have a comeback and it's going to take off again. But right now we're pulling back, holding back. And watch, it only makes it that much stronger. And, well, there's the Leo lion. And you guys might have a Leo in here also somewhere, and an Aries. But look at that. So there's the lion. He's so cute. And the moon. What's precious about the lions is their cuddle buddies. The tigers like to be alone. They like their space. And they own the room. They are very sexy and they're very powerful. I love tigers. Don't F with a tiger. They're hard and they're a bad ASS. They're adorable, but if you get too close to a tiger, you'll be sorry. They're not a cuddle buddy. They don't like it. They just don't like it. They're alone creatures. Okay. But you get to the lion, totally different. They're pride packs. They love people. They love their family. They love their partner. They love to cuddle. They love to hang out and just be next to one another. They love that company. They don't want to be alone. They're not loners and they do not want to be alone. So the lion, as big and bad AS as they are, because they're very intimidating, They are very cuddly. So your partner, your soulmate, may be a bad ASS and come off like big, controlling, courageous, this ball of energy that you can't get close to. They may come off like that and like, oh, I can't get close to them. But truly on the inside, they're a big heart. They're a softie. They're a cuddle bug. It's like once you break that shell, that exterior, they are a cuddle bug. They love love. They love attention. They're lazy. They're a great partner. So I know you guys deal with a lot of fluctuations with your partner, and your relationship feels very much fire and ice, and it feels at times where they're like the hardest shell you could ever imagine to break, and then at times they're the softest ooey gooey center you could ever have, and it's up and down for you, and it's very painful because of that. But their love is real. It's real. And as cold and mean as it may feel sometimes, just understand, like the phases of the moon, your relationship, and water signs are ruled by the moon energy. They just are, because the moon rules the water energy. But just like the phases of the moon, your relationship is going to go through highs and lows, the tide and the pulling back. It's going to have wins, and it's going to have losses. It's going to have hate, and it's going to have love, and it's going to have in and out. And it's very much like the moon, because you guys have a watery energy. And so the message here is, I know it's erratic, but it always comes back. Just like the moon goes through her phases, she always returns back to a full moon. She'll wane, she'll wax. She always goes back to the full moon. So the message here is, go ahead, you're going through another phase, but you know you'll be back. And I don't know what else to say except this relationship that you're dealing with in pile number 3, super meant to be. I think you know that. And I'm also hearing, do what you have to do. Even stepping off the path, do what you have to do to save yourself. You don't want to go on unloving yourself and not caring for yourself. You're all effed up with the Queen of Cups in reverse. This person has hurt you, drained you, embarrassed you, humiliated you, made you angry, all kinds of things. Like this person has just twisted you inside out, if you will. And that's what's being healed. Like you've definitely gotten hurt at this point with this person on the journey. You've definitely been hurt. And thank God that's what's healing. Because they were so selfish for you. They redirected their feelings elsewhere. Your soulmate has ruined you in so many ways. But everything wrong that they did can be turned for good. Because it's bringing you on the path to be better, a better version of you. Every time they cut you, they form you more into the diamond. Every time they burn you, they form you into a more beautiful glass-blown beauty. So, I know it's difficult, and obviously, yeah. But there you go. So, pile number 3, I definitely see you stepping up away from them and doing you, and that's okay. So if you just needed to hear, it's okay to leave them for a time. You just needed to have like confirmation. Is it okay for me to leave my soulmate? Am I a bad person for just stepping away from them because they drive me crazy and I'm burned out? Am I a bad person because I want to move away from them? Am I a bad person because I want to see other people? Am I a bad person because I want to be selfish, focus on myself, and ignore their phone call. Am I a bad person? The answer is no. You are not a bad person. Do it because they're yours. They'll be back. I'm going to leave that alone now. You get the message for pile number 3. I forgot the oracle, though, for pile number 2. And this was about self-love, and this was about being your own enemy, wasting time, and knowing your value. So let's go ahead and just get that oracle real quick because I'm so sorry I forgot. Spirit, please clarify this message with these beautiful moon oracles for pile number 2. Please give us a message for them. Okay. So you got this one. I am open and responsive. The abundance of the universe. Again, we're coming in having that money talk. The pentacles. A lot of this particular reading in pile number 2 is money driven. But the message is be open to receiving. Don't be afraid to get a no. If you give somebody a price, like if I'm going to go give a bid and someone's like, I'm trying out other people, I'm, seeing what's out there, I'm getting bids for this job. Say, okay. Don't say, oh, I automatically got to be the best price. Obviously, if it's a bidding war, I need to be the best price. No. Be fair. Be a fair-priced person. You don't want to you don't want to undercharge. But tell them what you offer. Show them how you're better than the competition based on your skill, your experience, what you see, and what you have to offer. Ultimately, they're going to choose the person who will do a better job. And you want to convince them that a better job is worth it. You want to convince them I've got the right tools. I've got the experience. I work this way. I have this image in my mind about how this is going to look, how this is going to work. Get the job. So that's being open and responsive to abundance, because the universe is like, if this is meant to be yours, it will come to you. If they're going to lowball you and cheapball you, then it's not going to come to you, and it's okay to get that no. Because a no from them frees up your schedule and gives you a yes to someone who's willing to pay better, to pay more, or to at least just pay what you're worth. And the card here is a beautiful, and she's looking over the world. Around her is the Milky Way. This is the beautiful galaxies, the stars. It's just a very pretty picture. But I noticed the moon is over the world. And I think in this reading, I literally said the world is your oyster. That's cool in this picture. The moon is like, you see this big, vast world, this globe? It's for you. There's so much in here to offer, to have. Don't be afraid. What's meant to be yours will be yours. Have an abundant state of mind. For pile number 2, if you're thinking about bettering your life, and if you have a little money, I'm willing to work with you. But I do have, it's like a class or a coaching, and it's specifically driven for abundance. And I'm not just selling gimmicks. I'm not selling you a bracelet that's going to bring abundance. I'm not selling you a magic gemstone that's going to create abundance in your space. Yes, those are tools and they work, but there has to be everything else in place at the same time. And that's where I feel you need the most guidance. And it starts with the stars. What is astrologically happening in your stars at this time to bring money, to bring abundance? Are you due this money? Or are you set for a hardship? Let's take a look at when, how, and how long this is going to last. Okay? So I offer an astrological view for your abundance. I also want to look at your house. I'm not trying to be invasive or nosy, but I want to know about your chi, about your flow, about your energy. I want to know the direction of your home, where your front door is facing. I want to know the colors in your entry area. I want to know what's in there. I want to know where we can set up your abundance corner, your prosperity space. I want to know the best altar. I want to tell you numerologically, because I do numerology, what is the best position for you to face with a desk at home? Or whenever you do work, even if you don't have a desk, where should you sit? Where should you face? What is the lucky number that you can put in your wallet, or you can put on your business logo, or the lucky number you can start a business or close a deal, or things of that nature? I offer this. Also, the color of clothing you wear. I'm very versatile. I think outside the box. I do everything because it's Gemini in me. I'm able to multitask and see layers of abundance. I kind of view your abundance like an onion. There is layers. It's not just the little gimmicks. It is literally layers. And you have to peel it back to get to the source, the potency of your abundance. So yes, you want to look at your astrology. You want to look at your feng shui. You want to look at your numerology. Okay, you want to look at your family history. We got to talk therapy now. What is your family's mindset on money, and what is your mindset? What is your relationship with money? So I want to talk about where you work, what you do, what are your dreams, what do you like to do? Are you content? Are you not content with your money? Do you want more? What is it? That's another facet. It's the psychological aspect. This is where I can do something like a cube test, which does speak about relationship. But I have actually invented an abundance test, like the cube test, but it reveals the inner psychology about your attraction or rejection with money. And you can unlock some subconscious blocks that way. I love the psychology of it. And then we're going to get into mantras. So we're definitely going to talk about why mantras are powerful, why you should use them, and why you should create your own. And that's another aspect. That's the spiritual alignment. And are you aligned with abundance? I want to know how you're dressing, how you're eating. That plays a part in your abundance. How you view yourself, how you're taking care of yourself. It all plays a part in your money. So on top of all of that, we're going to also get into what car you're driving, what color your car is. Because believe it or not, depending on your rising sign and your moon sign, this is all very complex. It's literally a puzzle I have to put together for each person. But you have specific colors, specific energies that you should drive in, what you should wear. If you should wear a wrist watch on your left or your right, what color it should be. Should it be leather? Should it be silver? Should it be gold? Should it be automatic? Should it be crystal quartz? All kinds of things. These play a role in abundance because it can either block you or help you in your job, your career, your prosperity. So that also comes into play. And I took Kapil Raja's wristwatch course at KRS Astrology, so I really got into the wristwatch energy, which really helps with money. So I'm happy to coach and help you with that as well. All the classes I've taken, all the years I have spent with all of these things that I'm mentioning comes into one package for you. And that's what I offer in my coaching. I bring all the facets of all this years of accumulated knowledge into one place. And I want to share it with you. And I want to help get you more money because that's what I do. I love to do that. I love to help people the same way I help people with love. And that's a whole nother kind of coaching. But I help people with love situations as well, getting in communication, healing a relationship, getting back together, beautifying yourself, putting on your high attraction, high value person, attitude and charisma, like all of that. So that's a whole nother thing, but I'm not talking about that in this pile. But amongst all the other things that I mentioned for your abundance, we also have your altar and your mantras, but also your magic. Rituals, candles, things that you should do at your altar to bring in more wealth, health, and abundance. Then we also talk about karma. So I've shared this with a lot of you guys about Saturn. Saturn rules your karma. You want to please Saturn because he decides your pocket and whether it's going to be thick or thin. He decides this. So you definitely want to please Saturn in every way that you can. This is why it's very good to donate on Saturdays, at least for 6 weeks, something white and sweet to people in need or people ill or children, people that resonate with the Saturn energy. So I am offering every Saturday the donations for True Sea Moss for people that need it. I'm doing a donation situation right now for Hope and Michelle, and hoping to help them. They've both suffered from cancer and are in the works of healing right now. So that's something sweet to donate, even if you don't have the physically sweet item. If you donate money towards something sweet and white to someone, you still please Saturn and the moon in that energy to help karma and blocks from your financial karmas, your financial drama. So anyways, that being said, pile number 2, get ready to release your love block. I think this is an omen. Get ready to release your block from money, because there was some kind of a mentality, and I do see it's a mental thing with the Hanged Man. It has to do with the mind. So there is a mindset and a belief and something behind all of this that has blocked your prosperity and stopped you from being abundant. And a lot of you have an enemy that did stop you, be it a boss, be it you're your own worst enemy, be it a family member, whatever, but they did stop you, and they are two-faced, and obviously they were in the way, but you had to close the door. You had to not let them. So I know you're walking away from that, and that's the healing. So pile number 2, get ready to experience abundance. Be open and responsive to the abundance the universe has, meaning the abundance the universe has is purely infinite. There is no end. You could have millions and billions of dollars, and every person alive sucking air on this planet could have millions and billions of dollars, and that's fine. There's enough. The universe is like, we literally create it. It's an ongoing water faucet just turned on, just flowing forever. That's what it is. Once you unlock your mind and realize, oh my God, there is no blockage. It's me blocking myself. I could literally have whatever I want. I'm setting my own limits. I'm saying I can't have this. I'm saying I can't make more than this. I'm saying I can't ask for more than this. You're putting these limits on yourself, and the universe is saying, are you ready to unblock that energy? Are you ready to just open up the flow and ask for what you're really worth? Because you will get it. And one of the biggest keys for this pile is, don't forget your mantras. This right here is a mantra. This is an affirmation that you could say every day. I am open and responsive to the abundance of the universe. I am open and so responsive to the abundance of the universe that it wants to give me. I am open and responsive to the $100,000 I need that's coming to me right now. I am open and responsive to the opportunities that bring more money and prosperity into my life. so I can better my life and the ones I love. I am open and responsive right now to the money that comes my way, even when I'm asleep and I'm not doing anything. It's just words, right? It's just words. No, it's magic. And no one knows this better than the Queen of Pentacles. She knows this. She knows the power of the voice, the vibration, and it becomes things. What you say becomes things. When you complain, you create more problems because you're complaining. When you tell yourself thoughts in your mind, in a sense, even quietly, you're creating that. Be very careful what you create. And that's it. Transformation Queen Steph, I donated for Michelle. Oh, thank you. And the other woman, since I've been sick, I know how I can get and gift once in a while, and I can give a person the strength to keep fighting. Thank you, Transformation Queen. I put my healing energy with your energy to gift both of them with love, because love heals you. Thank you so much, TQ. I love you, girly. And we're going to answer your question now. What question do you want answered? Thank you so much for that donation to them. I am going to put it in the pot for the order. I'm definitely going to order that and send them a little love package. Thank you so much. NCQ, you deserve a love package. I think I want to send you a love package as well. All right. Well, that concludes the reading. Thank you so much. I hope you picked the piles that called to you the most. That was my take on your enemy and what's being healed and what's being destroyed. So I hope you liked this reading. If you like more of these kind of readings, just let me know. We can always do more like this. But I want to answer TQ's question. Thank you so much for your donation. You are one of very few people that take it upon themselves to donate. And I appreciate you very, 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 very much. I wouldn't be where I am without you and people like you. So I love you. And may the energy that you've sent me come back to you tenfold. In health, wealth, and abundance in all ways. Thank you. All right. The message is my love package. Aw, you know, it's a love question, girl. All right. Will I meet new love soon? I stepped away. Aw. From APH because I deserve better. You do. And just like pile number 3, it's okay to step away. What's meant to be yours will always be yours. So it doesn't matter if you step away. And if it's not meant, all the better. Page of Cups. Well, new love is coming your way. 2 of Swords. 8 of Pentacles in the reverse. 4 of Cups in the reverse. All right, so I see a water sign coming into your life with an apology. Someone here made a mistake. They realized they made the wrong decision. They chose something or someone else, and they put their energy into the wrong place. They regret that. And there is an apology absolutely coming your way, saying, I'm sorry I made a mistake. It's up to you. But this person sees they're never going to find someone to put in the energy and effort that you put in. This person definitely pushed you away, and I feel very much rejected you. There was a lot of pain kind of associated with that, but not a lot of like Three of Swords pain. Just a lot of disappointment, if you will. Disappointment, and they didn't see your value, and you're just like, wow, another one. Another time I was undervalued. This person wants to plan for the future. You will be most likely traveling with this person. This is just a very complicated relationship, but there is some deep spiritual awakening with this individual. They want to give you some reciprocity now, okay? So this person, I wish it was a new person. I'm so sorry that I don't feel it's a new person. I definitely see this person coming back, okay? I don't know who, but I know that this has some Capricorn energy and Cancerian vibes, and even a dash of Libra, a little sprinkling of Libra here. So I don't know if that can help you figure out who this person could be. And remember, you know, check Vedic, not just tropical, and check tropical, not just Vedic. But that is the energy this person does carry. So an apology coming. They're putting their guard down. They're going to be kind of scared, but they're going to be willing to come and apologize. All right, so this is someone that's like, okay, I was defensive before. I built a wall up between us. I wasn't open to you. I definitely didn't choose this. I was busy putting my energy and effort into something else. Big mistake, 4 cups. I realized that was not for me. That was not for me. I hope that I can include you in my future. I feel like I could have a future with you. I would like to travel. I know this is crazy. I know this is odd and complicated and it's not fair, but really I kind of just woke up and realized that I did make this mistake. I realized playing the field is not where I want to be. Okay, so I'm putting my guard down and I'm going to open up to you. This is probably in about 9 weeks. I'm going to open up to you and I'm going to reach out and I am going to apologize. 5 of Swords in the reverse. I hope you don't fight with me. I kind of feel like you have every reason to fight with me, but I hope you don't. I'm hoping that you receive this well. He knows that this is going to be kind of drama coming in, but he's willing to go for it anyways. Strength card, Leo energy. It takes a lot of courage to muster up and reach out to someone that they've turned away, pushed away, put down. And I feel like the Lover's card in reverse is, I feel like I know we're not together, and I know I rubbed you the wrong way, and I know that all this is here. I still feel connected to you. And even though I didn't choose you, I'm hoping things can turn around, Wheel of Fortune. I think things will turn around. This person is not a player anymore, 7 of Cups in the reverse. This person kind of wants to start just opening up and being more real with you, being more authentic. There's a lot of people that will not support this relationship, probably because there's a lot of past. So a lot of people want to defend you. But this person's gone through a death and a rebirth, and they've definitely quit talking to some other person that they may have entertained instead of you. So that relationship ended for good reason, and I feel like this is a solid connection that it can definitely develop into a union, a marriage, living together at least. And this is the justice. This is the good karma that you deserve. Ace of Swords, the truth, the fact that this person sees, like, this is some very good karma. You're very lucky that this person sees the wrongs in their decisions. So many people don't. So many people have not reflected and don't go through this spiritual undertaking. This person did. Maybe not by choice, but who cares? But they did. And adjustments are being made, and they're going to start reciprocating the energy that you gave them initially. They've done a lot of spiritual work and some self-discovery. I like that. So, yeah, I feel like this is what's happening. As far as new love, girl, I don't see new. I see old. I see 9 weeks. I see someone from the past is going to give you an apology. And there is some kind of a future here, enough to plan a trip. Okay, so that's what I see. I'm done with the cycle of not getting what I deserve in this new message I haven't got ever. This is a new message I haven't got ever. Yeah, it's been a while. I would love to know who this is. Please keep me posted. You deserve it. You deserve a new love. You deserve a new, awesome person, right? That's going to come in your life. But that's me playing God. That's other people playing God. But whatever's good for the soul is good for the soul. And I feel like if someone from the past has changed and they want to reach out, why not? Why not, if that's part of your journey? So I don't know who that is, but water sign energy. Okay, and let's get a fortune cookie for you. What does your love hold in the future? Give me Transformation Queen's future oracle, please. When one door closes, one door opens. Let it go. So I think the minute you heal and get over this person, this other individual can come forward. So good to know. Good to know that it's not this person. It's somebody else, but it is somebody from the past. And time to heal. It starts by letting the pain in. Gotta feel it to heal it. Yes, this particular individual broke your heart, but there's another one. And so once you close the door to this connection, you're finally going to make room for a better healed connection. So TQ, I want to feel like I'm ready to explore this time. In my singleness, I usually stay single. Okay. Yeah, so explore. I do see a return of a past person. Whoever that is, welcome them in. Could be past, like just very distant past. It could be recent past, I don't know, but it's someone. So TQ, that's who I see for love. And let's get a message from this person that is going to come in and apologize. At least come in and say, hey, TQ, I made a mistake. I lost a good woman, and that good woman was you. Okay, whoever that is, let's see what their heart of hearts want to say. Show me this past person's confession. Protected, girl. I will always protect you, my love, even when we are together or not at this time. My higher self is always with you. I will always protect you and the love that we share. I will keep boundaries around my heart that the only person that can cross that is you. I love it. So a loyal person, and I think that's what you deserve. You deserve a love that is loyal and protected. That's not out there wandering eye. There's my left ear ringing, see? Left ear receiving a message from the angels. You're going to get someone that probably experienced a bad apple. They chose something and it blew up in their face, as karma would most likely do. And this person realizes, because there's an awakening and a seeing when you go through the journey of who really was meant to be in your life or who was good and worth it. And that's what this person's going to do. So yeah, Spirit's going to surprise you, but I think it's someone from the past. All right, well, I'm going to let you guys go. I guess that's the only donation for tonight. If anyone else donated, please let me know. Otherwise, I'm going to go ahead and go. I love you so much. Remember, I do have the 15-minute lightning rounds at the end of my videos lately, so stay tuned. you can join again and join in the lightning round. If you missed the lightning round and you still want a reading from me or some personal life coaching for abundance or love, reach out to me. And you can purchase that on my website, jks1111.com. That's right, CQ, a blast from the past. Stephen Butler, thank you, Steph. Sending love and prayers to you, for you. Thank you so much, Stephen. I am sending prayers and love to you guys. I'm sending good vibes. Thank you. Thank you for watching my video. Thank you for liking, being in the chat, and just energetically supporting. I appreciate you. And may you be blessed tenfold in all your gracious giving, whatever it is that you give people. May it just come back to you tenfold. I send that good vibe to you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everybody.